All right, so I took off. Was gonna do a range test with my DJI Mini 3 Pro. It was a little windy, so I just kind of wanted to see how it would do during a windy day of flying. So right here, I'm just going down the side of the beach, kind of trying to get some good views while we're doing it. Wasn't a lot of people on the beach. Kind of stayed over the water a little bit. If you see the buildings, top of the screen, I want to see how far I could take the drone. Like I said, it was a little windy. The wind was coming from the right, so I was kind of watching how much of the battery is being eaten away. And right now we're at 69%, and the time is going down fast. If you kind of look at the time, right? So I was kind of keeping my eye on it, but I knew that if I got down too much, I would just bring it back over the beach and land it and then go find it. Hopefully, at that point, nobody will take it up and walk away with it. But it won't be in the water. Hopefully, I could get it back over on the sand, or, where the grass is or the green patches are. So I'm getting the wind warning. Like I said, it was windy. So I was trying to pay attention to the wind warning, and it was making a lot of noise. I was just trying to pay attention to the wind warning. Yep. Yeah, it was windy. So like I said, my back was to it. I didn't have my recording on, but I was paying attention to it. So now we're down to 65, and it's going to fluctuate up and down. So I'm at 4,200 plus feet right now. Still, like I said, getting that range test and see how far I could take it. I wasn't going to take it too far. Straight line of sight. Yeah, looking at the beach. Not a lot of people on the beach, which was great. Got another wind warning again. So that was kind of like, all right, let me make sure I pay attention. So that point, I said, you know what? I'm gonna take it back. Since I'm getting warnings, back to back, let me just take it back. So coming back, you could see the miles per hour. It's like 13, 14, 15. It didn't come back fast as he went down. So I was like, yeah, all right, let me see. I'm not gonna go any further, but I'm gonna make sure I take it back. So I'm thinking I have a lot of time. If you look at the time right now, it is, the percentage, I got 59% right now. So I was fairly confident that I'm in no trouble. So just kind of looking around, seeing what I could do. I didn't want to just come back all the way. I was trying to see if there's anything I could look at, fly over, do a rotate around, do a do a rotate around, do a POV. Got another wind warning again. At this point, I'm looking for a building. I wanted to do just like a little POV around a building and then come back and land the drone. This is part of my error right here. I was, the wind was still going. It was fighting the wind. The battery's going down. I'm at 52%. Now I see the building right here. You see me mark it in the lower right. And I'm going to do a POI, a point of interest, right? POV around this building. So I just wanted to get some good, footage so I could put it up on social media. So I said, okay, let me just go ahead and get this footage. I got 50%. I'm good. I'm good. I got time. I got, but the wind coming back is an issue. That was in my mind, but not too much because I thought I was good. So here I'm doing a little point of interest, and I got a wind warning again, so it's still fighting the wind. The battery's been eaten down. I'm at 48% at this point. On the minutes, we're fluctuating real low, so I'm at 5 minutes, right? It's going down to 4, so it's eating away, right? I'm kind of keeping my eye on the battery power more or less, not the time of flight that I got left. Satellites are good. I'm still doing my point of interest rotating around this point right here. I'm feeling pretty good at this point. I think everything is going pretty solid. Got another wind warning again, right? So with this, it's eating a warning. So now, even though I'm not at 20%, it's giving me that warning that you got low battery. So basically land, right? Aircraft battery level low, return to home. So the return to home came on. I was like, okay, let me just come back because shoot, I'm 4,000 plus feet away. Let me just go ahead and come back. So I stopped the PO. I had to tap the POI and get it off the screen. And now I'm just gonna try to get it home, right? I'm like thinking, okay, do I go by the water or just stay over the sand? I'm like, all right, let me stay over the sand since I got that low level battery level. And I think I cancel the return to home. So I'm going to do it manually because I wanted to kind of still get some footage, right? Not the error on my part. At this point, I'm just, thinking I still got time because, I'm just right here. But like I said, the wind was keeping my drone not to fly at max capacity. I'm at 11. I don't think this went over 20 miles per hour, right? So I'm coming back. I'm like, all right, let me just take my sweet time, right? 31% of the battery, 5 minutes sounds like pretty decent. But if you look at the compass, you can see how hard it's fighting the wind. It's struggling against the wind. And I got low level battery. That's why the battery system came on as a warning. This is the first time I've flown on a beach like this. So it was kind of like a little practice and trying to get the experience in. During windy conditions, this is definitely a lesson because the battery depletes on a rapid basis. So now I'm coming back. I'm 2,600 or 500 now feet away, and I'm coming back. I got 4 minutes on the time of flight, 25 minutes battery life. So I'm still feeling pretty good, even though I got that low level battery warning, return to home. I'm still kind of moseying around, not like urgent. The wind is still eating the battery up. It's fighting against the battery, miles per hour, 13. So I got the joystick all the way pressed. This is the fastest he's going, So it's eating away the battery. The wind is against it, and I'm trying to get it back. I'm all the way. I'll put an arrow up when I'm close by. You can see where I am located. So I'm still coming along, and you can look at the map. You can see where I am. So 1,409 miles per hour. We got 2 minutes on the flight. The battery's down to 17% right now. So at this point, I'm concerned. I'm a little concerned a little bit. Even though it's straight away up to where I'm at, I'm still concerned because, like I said, it's not coming back as fast as I want it to. And I'm still, have the joystick all the way pressed. So even though I'm moseying around, I'm concerned not too much, right? I'm coming back. Low level battery still stayed on 13% right now. Now it says 2 minutes. And I'm still trying to get back. 700 feet away. So now I'm like, all right, let me get it back. So I'm at the top right of the screen where you see that the building, and then you see where the sand is. So I'm gonna put an arrow there to show you where I'm located, just to give you an idea. So now I got the land battery, the low battery landing, and that's where I'm at right here, right? So I'm focusing on the drone. I'm looking at the warnings. The sounds is going off, so I'm not really focusing on where the drone is. I'm just kind of panicking. I'm like, I don't want it to land in the sand. So when I looked up, I saw it down the beach. Now my tunnel vision is focused on the display, and I'm trying not to. It's trying to force land, and this is me struggling with the drone, preventing it from landing in the sand, because I just didn't want it to land in the sand. Then somebody may walk and step on it or pick it up and take off. So I'm flying. Now I passed my position because I had tunnel vision, right? I'm trying to avoid these birds right here. And then I noticed, oh wait, I passed my position. So now I'm gonna flip the drone back around and then come back. Still trying to fight the forced landing, because that's what it's trying to do. Every time you ease up, it's trying to land itself. So even though I cancel return to home, the forced landing is trying to have the drone land automatically. So now I was off to the left. Now I passed myself, and now the drone is trying to land. And now I'm gonna realize that I passed where I'm supposed to be at, but it's too late now because the battery depletion is so low that I can't. So I'm just trying to land it right now. So I see a little grass right here. I would say, okay, I'm gonna land it right here. But by the time I look, there's people there, so I can't land it right there. I think I'm at 1%. And now I'm just gonna try to make it over to where the grass is right here. I'm gonna put it down as soon as I can, because the battery is basically on 0 at this point. And so I'm just gonna, hopefully it doesn't damage or get too many sand inside of the drone, and boom, I'm set it down, right? And so now I'm looking at the map, and I'm gonna try to find my drone, because it wasn't close to me. It was close to me, but I couldn't see it. And a little drone on sand, it's gonna be hard to find. So now I am walking towards where the drone is, finding my drone, and hopefully it's still there and nobody takes off with it. I couldn't see the screen, because what happened is I was on Find My Drone, so I couldn't see the screen that the drone is seeing right here. So at this moment, I'm gonna walk past the drone looking for it on the screen. It's not as accurate as I thought it was to find my drone. So that's my other drone co-pilot. And just walking around looking for the drone, and I'm like, all right, let me just kind of make sure I find it. So at this point, I'm toggling with it on the display, and I'm moving back towards the drone right now. There it is, and I realize I'm going away from the drone. If you see me looking, I'm like, all right, let me just spin, let me turn and make sure, because it wasn't accurate. Where I stopped, the drone was not there. I tried to make it make noise and beep, but I couldn't hear the beep, so I turned around, and I'm like, let me circle, kind of do a little circle or a square to kind of make sure I didn't miss it. Looking on the ground, trying to find it, looking where the drone is at. Then I spun around. So now I'm coming back towards where it told me it was. And I'm like, all right, I hope it's there. I hope it's there. It still was stationary, so I was thinking that we should be good. So I'm walking, and at this point, I see the person close to where I almost landed it. And that was my reference. I'm like, okay, I almost landed here, so let me look in this area. So I started doing little circles, looking around. Let me go up some more, and I'm almost close to where I landed the drone. And at this point, they started pointing a little bit where the drone was. Once I turned around, they said, hey, it's right here. So then I saw the drone, and at this point, I was a little bit relieved. My first forced landing. Did not lose the drone did not get damaged, and that is a relief. So the wind is a factor, so you got to pay attention to that. You got to pay attention to the wind, for sure. Recovery, a success. Got to be careful.